Hey guys, Coldbrew here. Welcome back to another raid video. We're gonna do a showcase today for Amius, the Lunar Archon. We're gonna showcase the hard mode. Obviously, if you are struggling even with the normal mode, you can still use this sort of strategy. You can use other champions if you want to, but you can use this sort of strategy, but with lower stats. You put them accordingly, and you should be able to solo this. So I did not come up with this strategy, just clearing it out. I saw this over on Reddit a couple days ago, and I thought, all right, let's replicate this. And then I realized it's some other guy who also has a YouTube channel. So here's the YouTube channel. I'll put down a link for his video. I didn't see he had a video, but I'll try to show you guys my own thoughts and experiences as I try this strategy for you. And I'm trying to build this one up for the account just to have it available in case we have this rotation again and I'm struggling with my other champions, or I want to get this done with a more certain way and not, you know, struggle in any other way. So let's get this started. So Amy is the Lunar Archon. If you fought this one before, you know how he does. He's got two forms. One is very annoying when you got buffs. One is very annoying when you got debuffs. All right, so that's how the idea goes. I'll explain the fight as we go. So we're using Lemnisci today. Everybody should have Lemnisci, at least if you're somebody who is trying to fight in the hard mode of Amius. All right, so Lemnisci, the gold wing, she can actually solo this one up, immortal and regen. Why you need these two sets? Guys, these two sets are very, very important for having them on your account. You farm Fire Knight, you farm the clan boss, eventually you get some good pieces. You have this set with free gear removal now. You can move things around and you should be good to go, guys. All right, you should have this sort of set available just for future reference to move it around for these sort of soloing strategies or duo strategies that you'll see. And with the accuracy needed for this build, this is going to come in handy for basically all dungeons. All right, if you do have it, and let's say you want to build a champion that can solo a dungeon, this is kind of the build that you'll be running. So 82,000 health actually is on the lower end, but she's an attack-based champion, so that's why the stats can't be boosted as easily. All right, then we've got extra defense. We're at 3.6k, 259 on speed, and then 450 on accuracy. Anything more than 400 on accuracy, it's fine. I've got extra stats, by the way, for Curse City, so extra speed. HP defense is not that much. I would say that ignore defense is high because I've got that, but it doesn't matter for this situation because Brimstone is what's going to be doing the damage. So yeah, you need Brimstone. It's so much better if you've got higher blessings. If you've got the blessing, the boss hits for less, right? Then I also have the golden elixir. If you have this helps for soloing stuff. You've seen this showcased time and time again, I believe, in past showcases by other guys. And I'm purposely running this one because I've got a level 12. Not that much better, but I could have done mythical gemstones as well. I'm just gonna show you guys the one I have right now for this showcase, which is using blue ones. I have the extra velocity, doesn't change much, and then extra defense from this one, again, doesn't change much. All right, so next one up is the gear. All right, if you've got the ascensions, it's gonna help HP percent, defense percent, those help, but it doesn't change that much. I've got extra accuracy because of the feral set and then the pinpoint set. These gives you tons of accuracy, but as I said, anything more than 400, I would say, is an overkill. You can still do it with that sort of amount. Then maxed out skills, because this one applies heal reduction. This is going to be key for this fight. And then this can actually remove buffs, so that can actually help you survive. In terms of masteries, we're going for Oppressor. Again, you don't even need masteries, but it's so cheap to get them. And it's going to be a champion that helps you get potentially like a mythical champion. So if you beat Amius, there's tons of rewards there if you beat Amius. So have that in mind. It's cost and reward. Cost and reward. So how I built this one, it purposely didn't get Cycle of Magic, no Master Hexer, because we want to have control over the fight. Then we get extra turn meter here, extra stats from Lord of Steel, extra speed from Spirit Haste, and then defensive stuff here. Cycle of Revenge doesn't matter after the first hit. Retribution is nice. And then we also have shadow heal in case the boss heals. I'll explain what happens. Let's get started with the fight. Any champions can be used here. You can use a second champion here as an additional help to Lemnisci, obviously, or something that does a little bit of damage at the start, but it's going to die off, and Lemnisci is going to be the one standing. You can use any aura here that helps you. You can use a legendary, it doesn't matter. I'm just using a rare that everybody has, just so we eliminate, you know, a little bit of the negativity in the comments before we do the run, right? Because that's what happens. People are going to say this, people are going to say that. I mean, the builds are difficult, but you're trying to beat like a hard part of the game. So think about that, guys. So we start out with the heal reduction because this is the purple skill. The Lunar Storm heals the boss up. So you do that. Hit the boss. You see those debuffs. The boss will do his purple skill. So the Lunar Storm, he heals through that. He doesn't heal through Rampart Chaos. He heals a little bit, I believe, through the A1. But not that much. And then we just spam the A1. So this is the rotation, basically, on the first form. This is the second form. So if your speed is not enough, you'll see that you won't be taking turns enough to heal you back. Not necessarily to full, but to heal you back. So when there's 2 stacks left here on his buff, that's when you need to be applying his heal reduction to avoid the healing from the Lunar Storm, right? Then you do the A1. That's the rotation. So if you've got things like Cycle of Magic that can proc his A1 skill and he does it again, so that's very difficult to survive. So there we go. The boss uses Lunar Storm. We don't use any skill, just hit with the A1. You can actually do this once you get a hang of the rotation and you survive. You can do this very quickly. Let's see how quickly we could do this. Oh, I actually got a Brimstone through. He does a sleep, takes a hit, hits us again. So it's at the 2, right? We apply the heal reduction. If you get resisted or something, try to build up because you got to survive. So here we heal back up to full. Hopefully we won't die here from the A1. Let's see. No, he switches forms, right? Lunar Storm is used. Just spam A1. And then, yeah, let's spam A1. There it is. It's on 3. We get slept on. Then we go about doing heal reduction. You see where the Terminator is when we spam our skills. Boom, boom. We get hit. We get a turn. We heal a little bit. Boom. The boss spams his Lunar Storm. That's the important thing, to do it when there's heal reduction on and not use Rampart Chaos, because that's going to turn the buffs into debuffs. No, the debuffs into buffs and heal up, and basically it will fail. That's why you do it on manual, because you want to take control of the fight. So number 3, so we do our A1. There it is. Spam the heal reduction. At this point, I survive. I believe the relic helps, but it's not make or break, I don't think. But it helps a ton if you do have one of the relics. Level 9, I mean, it's the bare minimum, I would say. The level 12, it's much better, but it's again a bit harder to get that one up. So 3 minutes, I mean, for a fight on Amius, I think 3 minutes is very reasonable. So look at how close I get to dying there. So if Cycle of Magic procced or something, would have been in trouble. Already in trouble a little bit, but I'm gonna heal up. The boss doesn't hit that much on this form. The second form is where we get a ton of damage. So that's why the blessing helps, because when you have higher blessings, you take less damage. So it's the awakened weakness, this passive that all bosses have nowadays. Add 2, the eclipse icon there. Apply the heal reduction. Take a turn here. All right, heal up. There's Brimstone. That's nice. Okay. And the boss should die on his next turn, because Brimstone's going to proc. Right? Yeah, you see that on the top right. If you don't see the pause button, it means you won the fight, basically. So there it is. 4 minutes and 2 seconds. 84 turns. And I think for the gear required and the fact that we all have this champion, this is a very nice, Very nice build. Cheers to Raid Zero. Go check out his channel. Maybe you'll find another video that you like from his stuff. That's it. That's it for today, guys. That's Lemonese soloing Amius. Obviously, if you got better champions, you can do it. Do it, right? This is just a showcase. As always, thank you guys for watching. Subscribe if you have not already. I'll see you all in the next one. See ya.